You might begin to wonder what happens when someone forgets how they used to think and remembers instead how it feels to be fully alive. Because somewhere, deep in the folds of now, where yesterday dissolves and tomorrow isn't yet ready to speak, you can already notice how just the idea of change begins to shimmer, like sunlight rippling across water, playful, persistent, magnetic. Imagine now a person, vivid, vibrant, their eyes like constellations, bright, effervescent, irresistible. They speak and the room lifts. They smile and the air warms. They move like music incarnate. Their laughter spiralling like galaxies of joys. They were not always this way. They chose this. They installed a new operating system. They remembered what you're about to discover. What if reality responds more to your beliefs than to what actually is? And what if the idea itself was a portal to becoming unstoppable? You say, I'm alive, and your cells listen. You think, joy is who I am, and your nervous system dances. You breathe, I choose energy, and the world responds in kind. Because when beliefs become frames, and frames become identity, and identity becomes destiny, you're the artist and the canvas, the dreamer and the map, the observer and the cause. Ever watched a child leap without hesitation, eyes lit, voice bright, feet flying, before shut-eye enters the room? Now imagine that child inside you, still bouncing, still believing, still bursting. What if you forgot where you put the key? What if it's not about finding something new, but remembering what's already true? Let me show you how it works. Someone speaks with sparkling energy, and others lean in, magnetized, entranced. Their enthusiasm spreads, like fire from a match in a forest of possibility. Someone walks into a room, bubbly, zesty, juicy, and the atmosphere changes, not by force, by frequency. They're animated, because they chose to be. Now imagine that as your default setting. Notice this. A person thinks with pictures, bright, colourful, zoomed in. They move with rhythm, fluid, spontaneous, kinetic. They speak with tone, musical, rising, full of texture. They believe in movement, energy, joy, radiance. This isn't just personality, this is strategy, an unconscious pattern. Would you like to know how to install it? That's right. You don't have to know how. Because as you listen, your mind already maps the steps, copies the rhythms, learns the melodies. Even if you didn't try. Especially if you didn't. Failure is feedback. So every mistake is a staircase in disguise. State is controllable. And so by shifting breath, posture, focus, you unlock a new dimension of self. Reality is malleable. And so when you smile first, the world bends to meet your mood. Authenticity attracts, because people feel frequency, not performance. And now something else becomes clear. Your operating system was always yours to rewrite. And the script, it's written in energy, encoded in beliefs, compiled through actions. Let's play with some hypnotic examples. A person wakes up, stretches, smiles in the morning, not because life is perfect, because they are practicing joy. A woman enters a conversation with exuberance and is instantly the centre, not because she tried, because she glows. A man dances in the middle of a street and laughter follows him like a parade of possibility. None of them wait to feel like it. They choose their state. They act into emotion, and emotion responds. You're free now to anchor joy to movement, to link aliveness to sound, to bind charisma to breath. You're free to stack states, confidence upon playfulness, curiosity wrapped in courage, resilience spinning through rhythm. What happens when you tell your body to move like joy? Your mind follows. What happens when your voice lifts like laughter? Others join the chorus. What happens when you realize identity is not fixed, it's fluid, flexible, reprogrammable? That's when you become the author of your own awe. You're not learning this, you're remembering. You're not becoming someone new. You're activating what's always lived beneath the noise. And just now, perhaps you notice a spark, a stirring, a subtle rising resonance, a part of you, already moving differently, already seeing brighter, already becoming. You upgraded. Because from now on you are a transmitter of joy, a master of state, a living metaphor of lightness, laughter and limitless energy. A reality-shaping source of radiant presence. You don't have to believe this yet, but notice how much more it becomes true. The more you act as though it already is. And now you know. The spirit self isn't found. It's remembered and reinstalled. Just like the most beautiful update of all.